Oh, howdy, friends! Did you know that God is always at work for the good of everyone who loves Him? That's right, little buckaroos. It's time to giddy up and spend some mighty fine time with friends, Dusty, Dallas, and Billy the Bandit for barrels of fun in Tumbleweed Canyon as we dive into this new series and discover that God loves us and has a special purpose for each one of our lives. Woo doggy! Grab your boots and let's get gussied up as we get ready to head way out west.
Last week on Way Out West.
After weeks of traveling on the trail and dodging the antics of a sneaky bandit, Dusty and Dallas have almost made it to Tumbleweed Canyon. They're hoping that Tumbleweed Canyon will be a town of riches so they can go back and rescue the people of Rowdy Town from that scoundrel of a mayor.
Can't go any farther. That was the longest trail ever.
Whoa. Yes, sirree. You gotta be tough as nails to get to Tumbleweed Canyon, but I'm pretty sure we're getting real close.
Oh, when I signed up for this, I didn't know I'd be outrunning buffalo stampedes and climbing desert boulders. My legs feel like jiggly centipedes.
I told you we should have listened to that nice feller who offered us his horses. We would have returned them.
That's not why I didn't want to ride them.
You're scared of them, aren't you?
No. Anytime I ride, it makes me all green around my gills, if you know what I'm saying. Let's just say my beans and biscuits come back up real fast.
Ooh-wee. You really ain't meant for this cowboy lifestyle, are you?
Well, it don't come natural, I guess. But I know all this is gonna be worth it when we finally make it to Tumbleweed Canyon. We gotta be getting close, right?
Well, according to this map, means we should be right about here, which means Dallas!
Huh?
There it is!
Woo! Dusty, we did it!
Yeah!
Oh.
Yeah, you're about to make my beans and biscuits come right up.
Sorry. I guess I got a little carried away. I just can't believe we've almost made it to Tumbleweed Canyon.
Yes, sirree. Looks like we just got to get across Paradise Valley right up ahead, and we're there.
Now, how far do you think it is? You think we can make it into town before sunset?
It looks like that valley is really long, and we don't want to get stuck camping down there. It can be real cold in the valley at night.
Oh, well, that's good thinking. Alrighty then. I'll go fetch us some brush for a campfire. Oh, what's for dinner?
Take a wild guess.
Not again.
Yeah.
Once we get everyone in Rowdy Town safely out west, I'm making a vow to never, ever eat beans again in my entire life.
Just one more night and we'll get a tasty meal in Tumbleweed Canyon. I'll see if I can find some kind of water source nearby to top off our canteen.
All right, good thinking. I'll see you in a jiffy.
See you in a little bit.
Dusty! You gotta see this! Dusty! Oh, where are you?
Howdy! All right, bad news. There's no water nearby. Oh, did you have trouble finding some brush too?
Well, no brush, but I did get something even better.
That thing looks like it's falling apart. Oh, it'll make great kindling for the fire.
No! It's chock full of great traveling stories about adventures out on the trail.
Woo! Let me see.
Oh, there.
Well, it looks like it's traveling notes to me. Oh, look. Avoid the southern pass on account of buffalo stampedes. Oh, well, I guess that's been a problem for a while now, huh?
No kidding. We know all about a buffalo stampede.
Oh, look! Here's something about Paradise Valley!
Oh, what's it say?
It's known for the deadliest scorpions this side of the Rio Grande.
Are you serious? Well, that sure doesn't sound like paradise to me. What else does it say?
Nothing. Nothing at all. That's it. You just gotta watch for the scorpions.
Dusty.
All right. It also says something about dynamite traps hidden in the valley.
What? No way! Oh, there ain't a chance in the world I'm stepping foot in a valley full of dynamite traps!
But we have to. It's the only way to get to Tumbleweed Canyon.
Oh, I can't believe this! I came all this way through the desert terrain, ate about 1 million beans, got captured by that wily bandit in Silver City, and now I am this close to Tumbleweed Canyon, and I can't go in! Why is my life always so bad?
We can't go back now.
Oh, let's face it. We'd have been better off staying in Rowdy Town and working on the railroad all the livelong day.
Oh, it is risky, but I still think that we should try and see what Tumbleweed Canyon is really like.
Well, if you want to risk it, you go for it. But don't come crying to me when you lose a finger or your eyebrows get singed off because you get too close to dynamite.
All right, how about we just set up camp here somewhere for the night then?
Well, fine. I don't really have a choice, but I'm taking second shift for Bandit Night Watch.
Oh, but you had second shift last night.
Dodging flying cactus needles and avoiding dynamite traps seems to be the riskiest part of Dusty and Dallas's adventure out west so far. But they're so close to making it to Tumbleweed Canyon. Before we find out what happens next, let's giddy on up for one of our favorite songs from the Wild West.
Hey there, how do you do? We're headed out west, but we're waiting on you. Kick up your boots and join the fun. Just follow along, watch how it's done. We're headed out west, and we're all in this together. Giddy up, partner, it's time to go. We're headed out west like birds of a feather. Come on, get up, it's time to go. Do-si-do and howdy hi, saddle up, it's time to ride. Get on your feet, lickety-split, stomp your boots and just don't quit. We're headed out west and we're all in this together. Giddy up, partner, it's time to go. We're headed out west like birds of a feather. Come on, get up, it's time to go. Spin your lasso round and round. Come on, partner, let's get down. Nowhere else we'd rather be. Come on and holler, repeat after me. Yee-haw! 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 We're headed out west and we're all in this together. Giddy up, partner, it's time to go. We're headed out west like birds of a feather. Come on, get up, it's time to go. We're headed out west and we're all in this together. Giddy up, partner, it's time to go. We're headed out west like birds of a feather. Come on, get up, it's time to go. Come on, get up, it's time to go.
I surrender.
Yeah!
And I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. You know something? Even when I'm feeling like things are rotten to the core and I feel like I'm ready to quit, God always has a plan, and it's good. There's a story I'd like to tell you, and here's how it goes. God's people, the Israelites, had a really hard time believing and trusting that God wanted to make their life good. And wouldn't you know it, they let fear get in the way of all the good things that God had for them. You see, there was this land way out yonder that God promised to give them. The Israelites had never been there before, so they didn't rightly know what to expect. Figuring they should sneak a peek, Moses sent Joshua, Caleb, and 10 other fellows to go in and take a look. Well, once the men got to the promised land, they could not believe their eyes. By golly, this place was the best thing they had ever seen. They saw that there were big old grapes, so large that it took 2 of them to carry just one branch. And the land, whoo-wee, it was so perfect that they said that it was even flowing with milk and honey. They loved all that they were seeing, but there was just one tiny problem. Well, I guess you'd say it was a big problem. There were some mighty tall and powerful people living in there. That's right, these people were taller than a West Texas cactus and meaner than a 2-headed rattlesnake. Not the kind of people you want to mess with, I'm here to tell you that right now. Now the 12 men, they hightailed it out of there and went back to Moses to tell him what they saw. Well, 10 of the men told Moses that the land was as good as it gets, but they sure were scared. They couldn't see any way that their lives would be good with such giants living there with them. They were saying all kinds of nonsense about looking like wee little grasshoppers compared to those people, and they might as well not even bother with them. But then there were 2 other men, Joshua and Caleb. Now they had a different story to tell. They told Moses all about the good things in the land, and they had the faith and believed that because God had promised them a good life, that they could have it. They told everyone they shouldn't be afraid because God was with them. But when the Israelites heard the report, they were still scared and shaking in their boots. And even though this was God's plan for them all along, they let their fear get the best of them and decided not to go into the land. All of that belly aching, it didn't go well for the Israelites. Do you know they had to wander around for another 40 years before they could enter into the promised land? That's a mighty long time to wait, wouldn't you say? I bet the minute they got in there, though, they were a hooping and a hollering, happy as a horsefly. You know, even when the going does get tough, we can know that God really does make our life good. When we trust in Him and we do what He says, well, we can experience all the good things He has planned. And that's something you can tip your hat to.
God makes my life good.
Red versus blue. 2 scorpions will try to be the first to make it outside of the circle. Let's hear some hootin' and hollerin' as you cheer for your favorite scorpion. Blue scorpion wins! Way to go! Now get on your feet. It's time to sing.
something good. Even through the deepest valley, you go before me, you are here. For I know you'll never leave me, your love surrounds me, I won't fear. When I'm broken and down to nothing, I know that you are always up to something good. I know that you are always up to something good. You'll make a way, whatever it takes. There's nothing your love won't endure. I know that you are always up to something good. Through the darkest night, you are on my side. You were always faithful. Through my fear and doubt, you will lead me out. You were always able. Through the darkest night, you are on my side. You were always faithful. Through my fear and doubt, you will lead me out. I know that you are always up to something good. I know that you are always up to something good. You'll make a way, whatever it takes. There's nothing your love won't endure. I know that you are always up to something good. You'll make a way, whatever it takes. There's nothing your love won't endure. I know that you are always up to something good.
Doggy. All right, now that we've got a good night's sleep, we're ready to take on all that Paradise Valley can throw at us. Right, Dallas? Woo!
I think so.
I know it's dangerous out there, but you were born to save the folks of Rowdy Town, and we are so close.
Well, after you told me the story from the Bible while we were sitting around the campfire last night, it really had me thinking that if Joshua and Caleb trusted God and weren't afraid of what they saw in the land, then we don't have to be afraid either.
Yes, sirree. Even though a lot of other people and leaders were afraid, Joshua and Caleb knew that they could trust God to take care of them. God had plans to make their lives good, and because they obeyed Him, they were able to live life in the great land that God had promised.
Oh, exactly. So we need to believe God has good plans for our lives too. And if we just trust and obey Him by crossing the valley, then it will lead to great things for us.
So does that mean you're ready?
Ooh, it's now or never. Tumbleweed Canyon, here we come!
Whoa!
Oh, an armadillo or a lizard or something must have set off them dynamite traps.
Oh, okay. Well, just keep your eye on the prize.
Oh, prize! This is not going to be easy. Well, that was easy.
Oh, it sure was. Good golly. Have you ever seen anything like this place before?
Oh, it's even better than I thought it would be.
You know, I'm real proud of you for trusting that God had better plans for us than going back to Rowdy Town with no hope for all the people there.
Well, I kinda am too, and we didn't even trigger one of them dynamite traps.
Or have a run-in with one of those scorpions.
Ooh. Now, what do you say we do some exploring? We gotta find out all that Tumbleweed Canyon has to offer. We can go back to Rowdy Town and bring everyone with us.
That is a good idea. I think we should start over there. That looks like a music hall. I ain't never seen one of those before. Come on.
I'm right behind you, Dusty. Look at this. It looks like someone left behind their gold necklace.
Somebody around here must have lost it. I bet they ain't too concerned with all that gold around these parts, though. They can just get another one.
Oh. Be rowdy.
What do you mean, be rowdy? That's the last thing we need to do is make a scene of some sort.
No, I'm not saying we need to be rowdy. It's engraved on this pendant. The letter B and the word rowdy. Like someone's name or something.
You know what? I think I know who that belongs to. Just open up this newspaper real quick. I knew it! Here's that picture of that bandit in jail, and look what he's wearing.
That's the same pendant, isn't it? Woo!
B. Rowdy. Is he related to Mayor Rowdy? Buck Rowdy!
Oh, he must be here in Tumbleweed Canyon somewhere. Well, I can tell you one thing. There is no way I'm letting that rotten Buck Rowdy stop us from saving the rest of Rowdy Town. Come on, we're putting an end to these shenanigans once and for all.
I'm coming.
They may have gotten through without triggering those mines, but they won't make it past my dynamite trap.
What a mighty exciting day for Dusty and Dallas. They finally made it out to Tumbleweed Canyon. God was with them the whole time, even when they faced some tough challenges along the way. I sure am glad they chose to trust that God had a purpose for their lives and that He makes their lives good.
God makes my life good. For today's Rootin' Tootin' Review, we'll pan for gold to see if we can remember something we learned today. After hearing today's question, we'll start panning. When you see gold letters, call them out. See if you can guess the answer before they all unscramble. In today's Bible story, who chose to obey God and trust that He had good things for them? Joshua and Caleb. Even when their circumstances seemed scary, they trusted God. Because they obeyed Him, Joshua and Caleb got to experience the good things God had planned for them.
Seeing all the shenanigans happening out in the Wild West was a lot of fun today. Before y'all mosey on back to where you came from, let's bow our heads, close our eyes, and pray together. Hey God, thank you for working everything out to make our lives good. Even when we go through hard things, help us to see all the good that you're doing. We love you. Amen.